Come in, Ray.
This is Jack Burton in the Pork Chop Express, and I'm talking to whoever's listening.
Calling the War Council of Gallifrey. This is the Doctor.
I am Iron Man.
Tell me. Do you bleed?
Everything's perfectly all right now. We're fine. We're all fine here now. Thank you. How are you?
Hello everyone, my name is Saxon, and joining me in our weirdly redesigned somehow studio here tonight is the one and only Sir Anthony of awesomeness. It is Mr. Anthony Murney. Good evening.
Hello, how are you?
Great. I'm alright, you know. I mean, like, you know, usually when we start the show there's a couple of stories, you know, and like we sit and we chew the fat about them, and it's grand, everything's alright, you know. Yeah, so I was outside there the other day, heard a couple of neighbours talking. We're going to get snow at the weekend. It's going to be good. Oh, I can't hold it in any longer! Ghostbusters 3! Ghostbusters 3!
I know.
Ghostbusters 3! Actual proper Ghostbusters 3! Ah!
You alright?
Ah! Are you not more excited for this?
No, I am.
But Ghostbusters 3!
I know.
Actual
But it's
proper
not-
Ghostbusters 3!
It's no joke.
Right,
No joke. Being serious?
Tonight we're going to have a special extended version of the Following the Nerd show, and of course, for those of you listening after the fact, an extended version of the podcast, because tonight we're kind of doing the 24 thing, you know, the Kiefer Sutherland show. So if you can imagine, even though it's radio, so that doesn't really work, like a little video screen splitting into four and a little clock in the middle going boop, 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 because tonight we're going to have a special guest.
My guest.
That's going to be joining us. Yes, Marc Savage, owner, operator, founder, editor-in-chief of Following the Nerd, will be joining us tonight to talk all things Ghostbusters 3, because this frankly is huge.
And this isn't a joke now.
This isn't a
no
joke.
pranks.
This is real. This is
All
happening.
confirmed.
It's all confirmed. Marc is going to be joining us. He's tied up in work at the moment, but as soon as he finishes work, say about 10 o'clock or so, he's going to be motoring it down the road to get here in this studio to talk all things Ghostbusters.
That's going to be exciting.
It's huge news. Because for the last, and if you think about it, it's 2019 now. Ghostbusters 2 came out in 1989. 30 years. Ooh. 30 years. We have been waiting. We have been promised time and time again that we're going to get a new Ghostbusters movie, and it's not going to be...
I think the closest we got was the game.
The closest we got was the video game in 2009, but an actual proper movie.
Yeah.
Because for years we have had Dan Aykroyd, when he's not being an absolute shill trying to sell vodka, has been... saying we're going to get Ghostbusters 3.
Yeah.
I remember even as far back as 2005, whenever he and Harold Ramis, I think, came out and said they want Ben Stiller for Ghostbusters 3. And I was sitting reading this on Google going like, yeah, but when's it happening? When's it happening? Nothing ever came of it.
Just radio silence after.
And basically, anytime Dan Aykroyd is interviewed, he goes, we have a script, we have people working on the movie, it's going to come out, and every time it has yielded zero results. And then we got the reboot. And then, all of a sudden, overnight, this sprang up.
Yeah.
So they've been working on this for a long time, and obviously we'll get more into this story. This is our hot potato of the evening. We're going to be talking about this in depth. I think the last hour of the show possibly is going to be dedicated to talking about this. This, I think, has been going on for a long time.
You think like hiding in the shadows, basically?
In fact, I think this has been in the works for so long. I think this maybe predates the reboot.
Really? That far?
I think so. No, I don't think it was anything concrete. I think it was just an idea that Jason Reitman and the director had rolling around the back of his head. Everything about this sounds glorious.
Well, I know we're going to talk more about that at the end of the show, but even with the wee teaser trailer, like that was really good.
So we got a teaser trailer for it. Who was it? Variety or Hollywood Reporter or Entertainment Weekly, I think it was, broke the scoop.
See, I think I haven't like you've got there. You're at that moment now. You're like, oh my god, Ghostbusters. I'm more like thinking, going, is this all like a ruse? Because it happened so quick, like overnight.
See, it's part of it is kind of reminding me of. Do you know that wonderful troll that was pulled on us last year with the Crocodile Dundee sequel?
Yes, that's what I'm getting.
It's easy to see vibes like that.
Yeah.
But I think this is legit.
You even said to me about Instagram that there was a picture put up, and
yes.
that's sort of confirmed it even more.
Jason Reitman put up a picture of him at the Sony Studios lot with the original Ecto-1.
So that's the one
saying,
from the movie?
I finally got the keys to the car.
So it can't go any further. This can't, like, if this is a long joke, then it's a wee bit too far. But
yeah,
I think that would confirm it more.
No, we're going to get into this.
Yeah,
because I remember when the story broke on Tuesday night, I was like, "Why isn't it Thursday? I need to talk about this.
Yeah.
I need nerds. I need proper nerds." I had Elizabeth's brain melted with this.
Poor Elizabeth.
So we'll get into that a little bit later on this evening. For now, we're going to talk about all the other top stories that are appearing on www.followingthenerd.com right now. If you want to text us about anything that's going on in the world of nerd right now, you can do so on 07857 609 880. You can get us on Facebook at facebook.com/following the nerd. Give us a tweet at nerd following, why don't you? You can also follow us on Instagram. We don't post anything, but you know, it's still nice to have the complete set. That's following the nerd on Instagram. So, other breaking news this week. We got a trailer for Spider-Man Far From Home.
No,
that's the second week in a row now we're talking about a new Marvel trailer, because we had Captain Marvel last week. Now we have Spider-Man Far From Home. I really like this trailer.
This was really good.
I think this is a big step up from the marketing campaign they had for the first Spider-Man trailer.
Big time.
The trailers that were released for Spider-Man Homecoming, a lot of the focus I felt was on Iron Man. Because they wanted their money's worth. They were like, okay, we had to pay Robert Downey Jr. 1 million bazillion Chinese yen in order to get... which is true when you think about it. To get him into the movie. So the trailers felt very disjointed. Mm-hmm. It felt like a bunch of rough scenes kind of connected together. And it spoiled a lot of the movie. It gave away a lot of the big plot points. With this one, technically it's still a spoiler. Because it kind of reveals that Spider-Man and Nick Fury make it out of Infinity War all right.
Yeah, that bit you can tell that's spoiled. But me, I like the mystery about it. It makes you actually sit and go, why is that there? And what's that there? And what? Because there's one bit that...
Good insight.
Yeah. No, but the one thing that confused me with this one was Aunt May and Spider-Man are on a booth thing and they're high-fiving each other. I was like, wait, when did she find out about...
At the end of the first movie.
Oh, so that's actually been confirmed. I thought that was for jokes. So
well, no, it was a joke, but it was also real.
Yeah, so basically now she's Team Spider-Man then.
Yeah. Which is interesting because we've never seen that dynamic before.
Well, we've only seen
on the screen anyway.
The only thing we've sort of seen was in Spider-Man Enter the Spider-Verse.
Into the Spider-Verse, yeah. But I mean, in the live
movie,
action
yeah.
terms,
This is going to be actually interesting to see how them two work away.
Aunt May's role in both of the movies, in the Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield movies, seem to be, I sort of know, but I'm not going to act like I know.
No, I always seen her as the wise, mysticky...
Yeah, but I mean, in terms of knowing the Peter Spider-Man.
Maybe in Spider-Man 2.
Yeah, in Spider-Man 2, she has that great scene with Tobey Maguire where she's like clearing out the garage and the little kids like getting all the comics and stuff. And she gives that speech, and it's sort of like a little sly wink where she goes, I know that you're Spider-Man. Come back. Be Spider-Man again. And then in Amazing Spider-Man 2, you have that scene where she's confronting him about the laundry, and she's like, last time you did the laundry, you turned everything blue and red. And he goes, I was washing the American flag. Who washes a flag? So it's always sort of been roughly hinted that she knows that he's Spider-Man. Yeah. In this, I think it's a weird little different dynamic. It'll be interesting to see how it plays out.
Especially with Happy.
Yes.
That awkward moment was brilliant.
Well, do you know what? In all fairness, in the original run of comic books, he's supposed to marry Pepper Potts.
What?
Yeah, that was his love interest. So I think there's sort of... That's what I like about the Marvel movies.
They're confused and say, we'll just put him with somebody else.
They kind of remix things.
Yeah.
So it's nice to see that Happy gets a little bit of happiness.
I don't like that, though, because I think Happy's going to be very sad. Like, he's going to be knocked off or something.
Yeah, that's one thing as well about the trailer that made me go, what, is the fact that they don't seem to reference in this at all or have any weight to what happened in Infinity War.
Yeah. Because
obviously this comes out after Avengers Endgame, which is the whole big conclusion to the snap and everything else like that. And there doesn't seem to be any ramifications for it. Like, the world looks fine, everything looks great. There is a shot in the trailer where you see Spider-Man swinging through New York, which is something we didn't see in the first movie.
Yeah.
And it's really nice to see it back again. We saw a little bit in Infinity War, where he was swinging through, I think it's Washington Park.
I think it was, yeah.
It's the one with the big archway from Ghostbusters 2. I was there once.
I know. Lucky you.
And you see him swinging up Fifth Avenue, because that archway marks the beginning of Fifth Avenue in New York.
Oh, okay.
So whenever you see him swinging, like chasing Doctor Strange in the movie, that is the Fifth Avenue. Sorry, pardon me. I live a very hectic life. Yeah, so... Forgot my point now. Yeah, that's right. So he's swinging through New York. And you actually see him up where, like the touristy parts of New York are, like Times Square and everything. And it's really lovely to see the Tom Holland version of Spider-Man get to do that. But in the background of one shot, now it's a very, very quick shot where you see him, he's on his phone texting. And I love the fact that he's holding the phone in one hand, and he throws the phone up into the air, swings with that hand, but then catches the phone in the other hand and continues typing. Yeah. I thought that was really nice.
That's really cool.
In the background, you can see that Stark Tower is under serious renovation.
Yeah, well,
now, it was sold in Homecoming.
Yes.
Because they have that new Avengers facility in upstate New York. So the actual building itself is sold, and it's under construction for something else. Now, a lot of people are saying it's going to be Oscorp. They're going to make that the Oscorp Tower. I think it might be the Baxter Building for the Fantastic Four.
That's pretty cool.
I think that's what they're going to turn that into.
Because you think they're going to go that far?
Yes, because Marvel now owns Fox. Well, pretty much owns Fox now. Like,
so they're basically going to try and establish them in...
It's been finalised. So they now definitively own the X-Men and Fantastic Four. And everything else that surrounds it. So like Silver Surfer and everything, and Galactus. So I think... because of the whole deal with Sony, it's still very much up in the air, because Venom did really well, Into the Spider-Verse did really well. I don't think they're going to risk having Oscorp Tower slap bang in the middle of New York if in a day's time or something like that, Amy Pascal or any one of the other hacks at Sony turns around and goes, no, we're going to cancel the deal and Spider-Man has to come play with the rest of our kids instead of being allowed out into the play park. So I think it makes more sense for it to be the Baxter Building.
Yeah, because it would be nice to see them finally being established.
Yeah, and like they're slap bang in the middle of New York.
But they're not like straight away as they're the heroes. It's just little side bit there, and then you see them meet up with them in that eventually.
Like one of the things that's really annoyed me about the Marvel movies, and it's nobody's fault. It's basically just because they didn't have the rights. Is anytime Spider-Man has an issue, he doesn't go to Tony Stark. He goes to Reed Richards.
Yes.
In the comic books and in the TV shows and in the cartoons and everything, that's where he goes. Like, do you remember the one series where like it was almost like a stage 2 of the spider biting him, where he was actually becoming a spider?
Yes.
And he grew extra arms.
Yeah, I remember that.
He went to the Baxter Building and Reed Richards was like, I don't know how to fix this. Here's an injection that will turn your other arms invisible.
Yeah.
So, like, I miss little things like that in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Like, if you really want to make this like the comics, that's sort of things that you have to set up and establish.
Yeah.
So that would be really nice to see. A lot of Easter eggs in this trailer as well. There's a shot with Ned and Betty Brant, who actually do get together in the comics. Like it looks like our boys are growing up.
Yeah.
So Peter Parker and MJ are kind of having a little thing.
I like that wee awkwardly little moment. You're like,
It's like, hang on a minute, you're objectifying me. No, it's like, no, I think you're pretty too. I was like, that's nice. That's a nice little dynamic there. But no, Ned Leeds and Betty Brant get together. And you see the two of them on one of the boats in Venice. And in the background on one of the ships, you see ASM 212. And that's the first appearance of Hydro Man.
Oh.
So a lot of people are kind of wondering, because in the trailer itself, you see a couple of villains. You see a big water guy, a big fire guy.
I thought that was Sandman.
A big mud guy who you thought was Sandman. And a lot of people are going, it's the elementals. But I think it's going to take a different form. Again, it's the Marvel Cinematic Universe. They like to remix a lot of stuff. So I think in this trailer, what we're seeing, they're going to be referred to as the elementals. But it's going to be Hydro Man, it's going to be Sandman, it's going to be Molten Man, the fire guy. And they're just going to be referred to as elementals. But I think Sony have given the game away again.
Really?
I think they have, because...
How so?
Well, you see Mysterio at the end.
Yes.
And we know Mysterio is a bad guy. He's Mr. Fishbowl Man, who, in a nice little bit of trivia, was supposed to turn up in Sam Raimi's Spider-Man 4.
Oh,
He was going to get arrested. Like, basically, Spider-Man 4 was going to start with Peter Parker trying to get back to his best after